Dr. Adam Lee Goldstein, Director of Trauma Surgery at Wolfson Medical Center in Tel Aviv, now with us from Ukraine, where he and a medical team from the Israeli Defense Forces are treating victims of the war. Doctor, you are putting your life on the line to do this. Why is it so important?
Look, there's I just want to make one correction. It's a civilian hospital. It's not related to the army at all. And it was a joint decision by my country, by our healthcare system, that this was a population in need. Everywhere in the world, there's a spectrum of people who need more help at the moment than others, and this is a decision that we made, that the policy was made to go and help, and we had the means, and so we decided to do it. Personally, I just want to be where help is needed the most, where I can help the most. It's what I've been trained to do. That's what the whole team's been trained to do. That's our day-to-day life, and it's just an honor to be part of it. If I'm at home in my hospital treating people, or I'm here, that whoever I can help is what we're here for.
Well, the honor is ours to be talking to a man willing to risk his life to save others. We're looking at some pictures from the war in Ukraine and some of the patients you are treating. Israel's unique, and I was there for 4 years. The wounds of war, whether they're from rockets coming from Gaza or whether they're from Russian artillery shells, have got to be pretty similar. What are the lessons that you've learned treating victims of war in Israel that are important in Ukraine?
The thing about trauma and war and sudden air raid sirens at the middle of the night, everything happens suddenly, and it's unexpected, and it's, people are just going on with their normal lives, and suddenly everything changes. So you just have to be ready for anything. You always have to be over-prepared, and just do your best. And, you got to take care of each other. Team has to take care of each other, and just really, do what we know how to do, and try to give that absolute best care no matter what the situation is.
Is there something different treating wounds of war, shrapnel wounds, bomb wounds, gunshot wounds? Is it different than treating car accident victims?
Yeah, in any trauma center, even in America or Israel, you have the trauma that happens from someone, fixing the siding of their house or their garage, to the poor victim getting shot 10 times. And that's something I love about trauma. I wish there was peace on earth and I didn't have a job, but something about just, never knowing what to expect, and the variety of injuries is something that, I fell in love with trauma surgery. And so, yeah, it's a big part of the challenge and a big part of the field of trauma surgery.
Yeah. You're uniquely qualified. You are one of the few trauma surgeons in the world who's done surgery in the middle of air raid sirens, because you've done it in Israel. Most trauma surgeons in the United States or Ukraine or anywhere else haven't had that part of the experience. What makes it different?
I think, I'm lucky I'm hard of hearing, so I usually don't even hear the sirens when we have them. But, I think it's just, you just have to do your job. You do have to take care of yourself, because if you don't stay safe, then, not only you, but also the patient's in trouble. So you just have to do your job. And, unfortunately, there are more and more places in the world where violence and war is more common. And, Israel is, on a day-to-day basis, is a relatively safe place with a low volume of trauma. So, you just got to take care of yourself and do your job. And, you really concentrate on the patient in front of you. They have a family, they have people who love them, they have a life, and you want to do everything you can to get that life, keep it going and get it back to normal. So that, your mind is just, whatever's in front of you, and that's it.
What are you seeing in terms of the civilian population in Ukraine, the people who are coming out of Kyiv and Kharkiv and Odessa and Mariupol into your hospital? What kind of injuries are they having? How bad is the relative situation for healthcare in Ukraine?
Look, we our job really is to take care of the refugee population that's coming through. We're far enough west that we're not in the front lines, or we're not close enough to get the acute trauma victims. Some people are being transferred through us as they're trying to get through to Poland and other definitive care centers. So right now, it's really just a suffering population of millions of refugees who are leaving their homes. So we're dealing more with the chronic problems. They brought myself and a surgical team here to give support to the local hospital, for the just general surgery support, and if they were to get traumas. So that's basically what our role is. And again, even if it's just to give a hug or psychological support, or really primary care, or somebody who's having acute heart attack or acute abdomen with people who are running from home can also get appendicitis. We're here to give whatever support we can. If trauma does occur, it's in our area, we're ready for that. We'll do whatever we have to do.
I wanted to just go back to the idea of trauma and in war. How specifically is treating victims of war, shrapnel wounds, gunshot wounds, the kind of wounds that you've trained on and dealt with in Israel, how is that different than normal trauma surgery, and what are the skills you got to bring into Ukraine that are going to allow you to save some more lives?
Look, number one is the number of people we get initially. If we get, if we're on the streets in the middle of any major city and we get one person shot, we that's who we're taking care of. But if suddenly we have, 5, 6, 7, 15 people who all need some sort of care, that's a huge burden. So it's a huge stress, not a burden, I'm sorry. And so, part of the job is to determine who's more severely ill, who needs a surgery or some sort of treatment faster than someone else, with the idea to save the most lives as we can with whatever resources we have. That's the mentality when we're in a conflict situation, and that's what we deal with when we're trying to get mass casualties. When a larger number of people come than we're normally equipped to handle.
Well, few people are able to handle trauma, especially during war, like an Israeli surgeon and Israeli hospital team. Doc, it was great to see you. Thank you for taking the time with us. Godspeed to you and your team. You guys are doing incredible work under trying circumstances, and we're all really proud of you and grateful you're there.
Thank you so much, and I appreciate it. And thank you for your time.
Yeah, well, thank you. Good luck. Take care, sir. Thanks for watching. Click the red subscribe button below so you can get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.